were exposed to danger. Maleficent, Uma, Hades.
Oh, Beast and Belle, we know you were just trying to protect everyone in Oregon, but you guys seriously messed up. Those poor children on the Isle never did anything to you, but they were punished regardless. Luckily, your son Ben is a sensible guy and he wanted freedom for all. We're about to list some of the most surprising moments in D3, but honestly, it's your choice to keep the VKs locked up. That still has us shook. Descendants 3 was amazing. We got to see Mal and her friends get the happily ever after they all deserved. But there are some scenes that totally took us by surprise. You're watching the 10 things nobody saw coming in Descendants 3. The ending. Taking down the barrier for good might seem like a drastic method, but in the end, Mal chose to live and let live. She realized that you couldn't stop evil from happening no matter how hard you tried. Her decision to take down the barrier surprised tons of fans. We thought 4 new VKs would win the chance to attend Oregon Prep every single year. But instead, Mal chose to bring the VKs to Oregon all at once.
And now I have a whole world. But unless I get that ember, it's game over.
Hades gives Mal the ember. When Mal found out that Audrey had the scepter, she knew that getting her hands on Hades' ember was her only choice. With Celia's help, Mal snuck into Hades' lair and tried to steal his ember while he was sleeping. We never once thought that Hades would simply hand Mal his ember, but he did just that. Mal ended up convincing Hades to give her the ember, and we were shocked to see him give it away willingly. Mal and Uma's bond. By now, we all know that Mal and Uma used to be best friends before Mal dumped a bucket of slimy shrimp on her head. We had a feeling that these two VKs would hash things out and become friends again, but we never saw their special bond coming. Who else was shocked when Mal and Uma's sword collided and overthrew Audrey's evil spell? Their special bond remains an unsolved mystery. Jay and Gil hit it off. Uma and her pirates love getting into trouble, but they chose to help Mal and her friends save Oregon from Audrey's evil reign. Mal, Carlos, and Jay had their reservations about Uma, Harry, and Gil, but with Evie's help, they started to break the ice.
We could try to be friends. Put our history behind us and celebrate our differences.
Jay and Gil totally hit it off to our great surprise. Their instant bond was enough to make Harry and Carlos jealous. Who knew that these two would become fast best friends? Harry the flirt. Were we the only ones who thought that Uma and Harry were endgame? Probably not. We mean these two were all over each other in Descendants 2. We were under the impression that Uma and Harry would start dating in the threequel, but that's not how the cookie crumbled.
Harry Hook, and you, my little duckling, are ravishing.
Harry was flirting with everyone throughout the film, and it caught us by surprise. Harry and Audrey. Harry and Audrey are from 2 different worlds. Audrey's a classy princess who cares about appearances and titles, and Harry's a reckless pirate who loves adventure and stolen treasure. Yet somehow, sparks flew between these two at the end of the movie. It looks like Audrey has finally given up on Ben and decided to take a walk on the wild side. She knows that Harry's not a prince, right? Celia's decision. Disney Descendants released a few trailers that made us think that Celia was rotten to the core, but that was far from the truth. She helped Mal get the ember and risked her life to save everyone in Oregon. But when she found out that Mal was lying to her, she acted quickly. She grabbed the ember out of Mal's hand and threw it into the well. We were shocked by her actions, but then again, Celia just wanted to see her father again. Mal knows the truth. Most of the VKs were raised by single parents, and they have no idea who their missing parent is. This was the case for Mal, or so we thought. We were totally stunned when Mal came face to face with Hades and flat out called him Dad. What was even more shocking was that Hades knew that Mal was his daughter too. Hades comes through. Hades is the god of the underworld, and he loves his job. He would do anything to escape the Isle and take back what's his. So when Mal asks Hades to come to Oregon and save Audrey's life, we were sort of shocked when he said yes. The Oregon guards put Hades in chains and treated him like a prisoner. But Hades managed to keep his cool. He used his ember to wake Audrey up and then chose to return to the Isle peacefully. We were surprised that he went back to the Isle despite having the perfect chance to escape. He could have saved Audrey and then hit the road, but he stuck around to prove that he was good. Mal suggests to shut down the barrier for good. Mal, Evie, Carlos, and Jay know what it's like to grow up poor and lonely on the Isle. They represent the VKs and would do anything to help them out. Or so we were led to believe. Mal caught us by surprise when she suggested that they close down the barrier for good.
I think that we have to close the barrier. Forever.
Belle and Beast were obviously on board, but Ben was just as shocked as we were. What surprised you the most about Descendants 3? Tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And be sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. We'll see you next time.